All right, we're coming to the end, section 5, and the end of the trip. Got some great views here. Really happy. I'm 72 miles into it or something to that effect. I'm gonna go slow because this trail is not ideal. You know, the interesting thing, I had 3 goals when I set out. One was, could I do 5 nights, 6-day solo? Can I do it in trail runners with ankle braces? What was the and 15 miles a day on average. And I succeeded at all those things, which is just fantastic, obviously, and very happy with the way things have gone. Now the trail itself, which you're looking at, you know, it's these beautiful scenes happen all the time, and you know, they're all different, obviously, but it's the subtleties of the trail. You can kind of guess that you're going to see these alpine vistas and all the flowers and aspen trees, and it's going to be fantastic. But what you can't guess is the subtleties of the trip. So things like, you know, how many applications fit in a 3-ounce tube of suntan lotion. Well, turns out I can get about 8 to 9 days, maybe 10 if I'm wearing pants, because I don't have to do my legs, out of a 3-ounce bottle. So that's good to know for the future. From a weight standpoint, you start to learn, also from a weight standpoint, what you used, what you didn't use. I mean, after 6 days, if I didn't use it, I probably don't need it. I do bring nail clippers and a file, which some people might think is extravagant, but I chip my nails and then they catch on everything and it drives me crazy. Jumper wore headphones. I don't think they're plugged in at anything. He just doesn't like bugs in his ear. So everybody has their little idiosyncrasies. Sure enough, I chipped my nail and it caught on everything, from getting water out of my backpack to rolling over my sleeping bag, tying my shoes. Just was a nightmare. Food is the biggest thing. So what I learned on the 6 days of food is, I'm not a sweets person, I'm a salts person. Obviously I need sweets, but I prefer salts. So I'm gonna pack accordingly next time. And I think that's a big deal. You also kind of learn, you know, gee, how do you personally deal with going to the bathroom in nature? What are some tips to survive being in a tent during a rainstorm? You know, can you survive it? Can you survive just being alone with yourself? A lot of people don't. So I got these subtleties. The other thing, every trail is a little different in terms of who's on it. This one has a lot of solo hikers. It's a great solo trail. It's very easy. There's not a huge amount of challenge other than, you know, just walking it. Getting altitude. Most everybody's friendly, but I think that's true with most trails. People are friendly. People who hike for a living tend to appreciate those who also hike for a living. You hear some great stories. Angel magic, trail angels, you know, not so much in the first couple of sections here, but I do understand there's some in certain areas. So, you know, those are the subtleties that don't really come out. I love feet on the ground, as if you guys follow me. So I know so much more about Colorado than I ever had. And, you know, I've never lived here, but I get to spend 5 nights, 6 days walking up and down in the nature of Colorado. That, to me, is irreplaceable. It's one area, you know, I'd love to do a through hike all the way through. I don't have that time, but that's a big deal for me to get feet on the ground and really understand what's happening here. Obviously, the people change that equation, and I don't know the people aspect, but that's okay. I'm not here to learn the people aspect. So I thank you very much for joining me and supporting me on this hike. Please subscribe. You know, this is what I like to do, so I got a lot of these. And I will be doing some pretty cool stuff and launching them. I say at the end of the videos, you know, see you tomorrow, because a lot of times I sequence these on a daily basis because they're long like this one is. Sometimes those get cut into each other if they're just short. This hike's going to have a lot of that cutting into aspect. It may be, you know, 4 days per section instead of a week per section, but a lot of my others tend to be a week per section, trail section that is, because there's a lot to see and a lot to do, and I like sharing. And this is 360 VR, so you can put on your goggles. If you got a longer entertainment, it's kind of worth more. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to subscribe, primarily Insta and YouTube. And we go from there. And of course the website. So I've got, you know, long articles on all my hikes, and there's some pretty neat things. So make sure to tune into the website as well. See you later.